What's up, everybody? Welcome to Talk Wrestling here on NoDQ.com. Quick shout out real quick to my girl Maggie for buying me this awesome Rob Van Dam shirt from ProWrestlingTees.com. Rob Van Dam has a whole shit ton of shirts on there, as does the boss man himself, Aaron Rift. The official NoDQ and AV. What is it? NoDQ and AV?
Yep.
There you go. Shirt that you see Aaron wear each and every time he's in this beautiful studio. You can get that shirt for yourself at ProWrestlingTees.com. Check it out. Alright, done enough showing for the day. Thank you again, Maggie. Appreciate that. Awesome, girl. I love this shirt. It's a great shirt. Fits great. Thank you. Alright, for your questions, the first one is a detailed question. It comes from @MySeanJ14 on Twitter. You just start a wrestling company. You have a pick of stars from WWE NXT. Who's your John Cena, top diva, and top tag team? Okay. I picked two of each. Because you have to have feuds. You have to have the marquee names in the company. People are going to be mad at me for my John Cena picks, because they're not really John Cena picks. They're just the top stars that I want to see run for the World Championship. AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan. Diva-wise, I would go with Sasha Banks, and I'd go with Natalya. And you're, well, what about your girl Shaw? You've been talking about Shaw ever since she joined the main roster, ever since she was an NXT Women's Champion. I have. You're absolutely right. But Sasha Banks, through no small fault of Greg Cherry, has grown on me. You know, hey, Periscope's on. Yay, Periscope. Sasha Banks has really come into her own, and hopefully she'll be champion sooner than later. And if not, I'll sign her too. I'll sign them all, damn it. And then for tag teams, I'd go with Jordan and Gable, Jason Jordan and Chad Gable. And you're gonna be laughing at me because I didn't pick Dash and Dawson like you think I would. I actually picked Enzo and Cass. Enzo and Cass are the most entertaining tag team I've seen come down the pike in a long time, and they can wrestle to boot. And they're tremendous talents, both of them. And then you've got Jordan and Gable, who are Olympic style. I think Gable was an Olympian for the United States, so you can't go wrong there with the sheer talent on both ends of the spectrum. You've got the amateur talent of Jordan and Gable and the entertainment value of Enzo and Cass. And they can, all four of them can wrestle a blue streak, so that's awesome. Those are my picks. Thank you very much for your question, Sean. Appreciate that. This is from Always Joshin' Ya on Instagram. He's got 3 different questions, looks like. Yeah, 3. He only says I got a couple for you. He has 3. Who could you see breaking CM Punk's record as WWE Champion? I didn't ask for a Punk. I didn't. It wasn't my... Don't yell at me like you yelled at the reporter, okay? Please don't do that. I don't think anybody should. I think Seth could have. I don't think anybody should. I think they should just let that record be... Let one record... They already took away his wife's record as longest reigning Divas champion. Let Punk's 434 days stand as a testament to the modern era. Down the line, I'm talking years and years when I am an old man in a wheelchair playing with my great-great-grandkids. Let them break the record then. That way I can die knowing that Punk's record stood the test of time almost. Which would be a better match? AJ versus Balor, AJ versus Rollins, or Balor versus Rollins? Triple threat match. No. I've seen AJ versus Rollins. And so I'd like to see Balor versus one of those two. And of the matches you gave me, I'll go with the better match right now would probably be Seth Rollins, but AJ versus Balor would be a close, see how close that is? See how close that is? Second. And could you ever see Finn Balor holding the World Heavyweight Championship, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship? Yes, I could. Finn Balor has been an unbelievable source of talent for a number of years. If you recall, back in 2007 when NWA was reclaiming the glory from TNA, he was in the tournament to crown the NWA World Heavyweight Champion. So he's been around for, at least 10 years, circumventing the globe and parlaying his talent. and he's just now really coming into his own as a WWE superstar. And I think that one day he could very well be the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. He would be a great champion. This is from Mike.270 on Instagram. Can you ever see Bayley being a heel? It will never happen on NXT. Maybe one day on the main roster, I guess. Anything's possible. My only thoughts as to why it won't happen is she's clearly geared toward kids like Cena, as well as is a pretty decent merch machine, also like Cena. We all know Vince is like turning people heel if they sell merchandise well. Yeah, Bayley, the character as she is now, will never be a heel. Bayley, the character she is now, is arguably the most over babyface, good guy, whatever you want to call it, female, in NXT, I dare say in WWE right now. In the whole company, not just NXT. Everybody, including me, loves this girl to pieces. And she's got a huge fan base at Full Sail. She's got Izzy there at ringside every match. She is something special. She really, really is. And she does sell a lot of merchandise. She's got a great shirt. I want the shirt that says I'm a hugger. I want that shirt so bad because I'm a hugger and I like purple. What can I say? I think if she were to turn heel, it would be something that would have to be told very, very carefully and very, very significant. It couldn't just be, oh yeah, she's bad now. It has to be something dynamic. It has to be something really mind penetrating. It really has to fuck with one's soul to really turn her heel, because it would be such a great story if told right. This is from DAllen11, Daniel_Allen445 on Twitter. Hey Jeff, what did you think of WWE's year of guest hosts on Raw? Who was your favorite host? Mine was Jesse Ventura. Honestly, my favorite was probably, and I hate to say this now where he's going in life now, but Donald Trump. And because he gave us a commercial-free Raw, he bought Raw for a week from Vince McMahon, and his taking over Raw really was a fun show to watch. For personal reasons, my favorite guest host was Bob Barker, because I absolutely loved Bob Barker on The Price is Right growing up as a kid with my grandmother. Bob Barker started my morning every morning. We would watch that, we'd watch the news, we'd watch Young and the Restless, and then we'd go about our day. But Donald Trump is probably the most effective guest host. Jesse Ventura was a great host. He led to Sheamus becoming WWE Champion for the first time with the table match, with the whole big qualifying thing, and he and McMahon did commentary the night, which is freaking awesome. That was hysterical. But my favorite was either Trump or Bob Barker. At DeHarris here on Twitter, do you think Kelly could return to WWE? And if she returns, can you see her joining Team Bella? I think Barbara Blank has moved on from WWE. She's acting now. She's on that show on E. I forget what it's called. Sorry, Barbie. I forget. But she's doing that. She's doing modeling. She's doing all kinds of projects where WWE would take up too much of her, what little free time she does have. And I think that she's engaged to be married. I think she got married already. I'm not sure. To a hockey player with the Ducks. So minus points on that. Go Kings, go. But you know what? You never say never in WWE. You never say never in wrestling. So if she were to return, I think she would be the opposition for Team Bella. And that's if Team Bella does reform with Nikki being injured. You never know. At Cam Johnson 12345 on Instagram, what do you believe is the greatest and most underrated Elimination Chamber matches that WWE has produced? The greatest, I think, was SummerSlam 2003, where Triple H retained over Goldberg, Jericho, Nash, Michaels, and Orton. I remembered. I'm proud of myself. That match told a great story from start to finish, and it was just so very well done. As far as underrated, I think the first one is underrated because people tend to look toward the finish where Michaels regained the championship after being gone for 5 years or whatever it was, 4.5 years. But what people won't realize is that Triple H did most of that match with a crushed trachea. And they messed up on the timing of people releasing from their pods. They didn't do it right in a WWE ring. Jericho thought it was WWE for a second. It was so bad. But you know what? It turned out that it was actually a pretty decent match. And I don't think people give that particular, the first Chamber match, near enough credit. I think it was very, very, very well done. But the best one was 2003 at SummerSlam, where Triple H retained the World Championship. This is from Isaiah, IZZYIAH, Isaiah, on Instagram. Sorry, boss. Do you see WWE signing Ricochet or Jimmy Havoc anytime soon? You know what? Ricochet, maybe. Ricochet is good. I haven't seen too much of Jimmy Havoc, so I can't really comment on Jimmy Havoc. But Ricochet is pretty good. It's a very distinct possibility. They're always looking for new talent. They're always looking for distinct talent and superstar talent. And Ricochet definitely has a superstar quality to him, where he could be very, very effective in WWE as a mid carder, not necessarily as a main eventer, but mid carder maybe. Sean Spieg on Twitter. Thoughts on Perry Saturn? Weird dude. But no, Perry Saturn is awesome. I liked Perry Saturn in ECW as part of Eliminators with Cronus. I didn't like him so much in WCW as part of the Flock, and then he turned on the Flock, and then he was with the Revolution, and then he left WCW for WWF, and he was good in WWF though. In the WWE, he was a great talent. I loved the thing with Moppy. I thought that was hysterical. It was very Attitude Era, the whole gimmick. I didn't like it. He turned on our girl Terry Runnels. That was not cool. We left Terry at Talk Wrestling. But, what are you going to do? You know, Perry, it was weird that he disappeared. Everyone thought he was dead. But he resurfaced a couple years ago, and it was good to see him back amongst the living, shall we say. But very, very weird. Very, very, very unique personality. That's for sure. This is from @BradenReal18 on Twitter. Who do you think needs to grab the brass ring in WWE? Right now, the people who need to grab the brass ring are the people that they have signed to these huge contracts in NXT and WWE. And I'm talking guys like Balor, Joe, Corbin, Zayn, Bayley, Carmella, Dash and Dawson, Enzo and Cass, any of those guys. You know, the NXT guys are the ones who need to grab the WWE superstars, if you will. They're already there. And they just need to show that they want to be there. And prove to the boss man, Vin Man, that they want to be there. And prove to Triple H that they want to be there. The NXT guys are the ones who need to grab the brass rings. Because it's there for them. They're on the hottest brand in wrestling today. They just need to show that they want to be there and show they want to be champion. And they're doing that. And that's awesome. I love NXT. I've said it before every week on the show. I talk about it. NXT is fucking great. And they're just continuing to improve and grow and just get better and better and better. They're awesome. This is from Numb Tapestry, not Tapestry, but Tapestry on Twitter. How would you convince a jaded wrestling fan to start watching WWE again? Wednesday nights, 8 Eastern, NXT. Just watch that and you'll be good to go. I wouldn't sit through 3 hours of Raw or 2 hours of SmackDown every week because you'll be bored, especially the 2 hour SmackDowns. The SmackDowns do no storyline advancement whatsoever. They are completely useless wastes of time every Thursday night on USA. I'm plugging it as I say that, but I'm just saying 3 hours of Raw is more than enough to advance the overall brand of WWE. Not just to have, if you're not going to have distinct brands, you should have a 2 hour Raw and a 1 or 2 hour SmackDown, nothing else, and advanced storylines in the process. But if you want to convince a jaded fan to watch WWE wrestling again, put them on the network for $10 a month and watch NXT on Wednesday nights. That's what you do. All right. Thank you all for watching this week. We will see you guys next week with more of Talk Wrestling.